Okay. We'll find it. Sorry, chat. Ethan, I'm gonna leave the party chat. I'll be back. Okay? Yeah, so loud. He literally was super loud. Okay, so we need. I know we're gonna need.
Step 1, Sky Builders, come all the way over to the front left-hand corner of your grid. However, I wouldn't do late free skyscraper. But without any further ado, let's get started. So, just before we get building, everybody, here are all of the materials that you will need to make a 9.
So I think it's white concrete, gray concrete, smooth quartz, smooth quartz slab, smooth stone, 2 doors, lucent glass, 4. Okay.
Story skyscraper. This is the minimum.
17. So from right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We set it there actually. So then 1, 2, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, how does he count it?
Amount of floors that I would have on the build. This is 9 floors, including the ground floor.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. A lot.
Later on, I will show you the studio world, all white concrete going right. One, two, three, 4. Place a grey concrete back and to the right of the white concrete.
1, 2, 3,
Place a
4.
white concrete forwards and to the right of the grey. Then place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right of the white. Place a white concrete on the end. Extend the white upwards by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then right by 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 3. 1, 2, 3,
So 1,
Right by 5. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3,
Join it
4.
down to the ground. Place 2 upside down quartz stairs extending from the ground block. 1, 2. Then place a white concrete on the end. We're going to take a sideways view, and we're going to extend the white concrete backwards by 2. 1, 2. We're then going to place a grey concrete, 2 upside down quartz stairs, a grey concrete, place a white concrete back and right, a grey concrete forwards and right, 2 upside down quartz stairs, a grey concrete on the end, and then place 3 white concrete extending back. 1, 2, 3. Now, we want to extend across the back of the build, and we're going to place 2 upside down quartz stairs going right of that white. 1, 2. Place a white concrete on the end. Place a grey concrete going inwards and to the right, and extend it right by 3. 1, 2, 3. Place a white concrete forwards and right. Place 2 upside down quartz stairs. 1, 2. Place a white concrete. A grey concrete inwards and forwards. A white concrete outwards and forwards. Extend right by 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to swing around to this side, and we're actually going to copy that opposite side. Now, I think that you guys might be able to see what's going on there, but we extend this white concrete back towards the front of the build by 2. 1, 2. We extend the grey concrete. We want to place just a single grey concrete, and then 2 upside down quartz stairs. 1, 2. Grey concrete. White concrete inwards to the right. Grey concrete forwards and right. 2 upside down quartz stairs. And then place a grey concrete followed by 2 white concrete. Now, all in all, we should have this pattern on the ground, and it's kind of a complicated looking pattern as we look at it from a entrance. Is going to be right here. It's basically where this big giant frame is. I'm going to destroy in between the frame at the bottom and place a couple of rows of smooth stone. So, I'm going to begin by placing a quartz slab directly underneath the white concrete frame at the top. I want to place blue glass behind that. Join the left side of the blue glass down and the right side of the blue glass down using white concrete. And then I want to place blue glass behind that. I'm going to begin by placing quartz slab directly underneath the white concrete frame at the top. I want to place blue glass behind that. Join the left side of the blue glass down and the right side of the blue glass down using white concrete. And then you can place any door there in its wake. Absolutely any door. It really doesn't matter. It's completely up to you. I'm using oak because I actually, on the original, used oak as a floor. So, now once you've kind of done that, ladies and gentlemen, you kind of will go around and we'll build up the entire skyscraper. So, the first thing that we're going to do is we are going to take all of the white concrete, right? And all of the grey.
Give me 1 minute. I want to turn up.
You want to go all the way around. So we're just going to literally go all the way around, all the white concrete and all the grey concrete. I'll do it in that order though. I'll do all the white first and then I'll do all the grey directly after it, just so that I don't have to keep swapping out blocks. It all wants to be as high as the door frame, and this is as high as the base of our skyscraper is going to be. So every skyscraper, every building generally wants to have a base. The base is usually a little bit different from the rest of the floors. Once you've figured out the base and once you've figured out the top of a skyscraper or any large repetitive building, all you've got to figure out is the now we have to work out all of the greys as well. And once you have worked out those three things, the top, the bottom, and the middle, very much like a story, you've kind of got the whole thing sorted out. So, as you will see as we progress through this is one bit of the puzzle complete. And once we have raised up all of the grey, and I don't think I've missed any, it's easy to miss stuff as you go around. Now that we've raised up all of the grey and the white, you can see that we've built up a decent amount of the walls. And all that should be left is the windows, and the windows are dead simple, because on top of the windows, the upside down court stairs, we want to place 2 rows of glass on top of the windows. So this is going to be 2 rows of glass, and I find it easiest, this is just me, to add one entire row to the entire base of the building, because we've got windows on every single side without fail, usually 2 of them. Add 2 rows of glass, and that's 1 layer, and I'm just going to go all the way around. I find it quite helpful to do a layer at a time, because if you position yourself correctly, it should be quite a smooth, like horizontal movement to just place the glass, although I do seem to be messing it up a little bit, but that's perfectly fine. And what we then want to do, once we have, we've added all of the glass, that is fantastic. On the front and back of the building, we place grey concrete above the windows, because it contrasts nicely against the white, as you can see on the front and the back, right? That's a nice contrast. However, on the sides of the buildings, you can see that we already have grey here, so we use our white on the sides. It's as simple as that, really. I mean, I know it might seem a little complicated to remember all these things, but it's a very repetitive building, so once you've kind of like done it once, you'll be able to do it again and again. So this is what we should have. It kind of looks like a face, like an observer face or something, but that's what we want to have so far, ladies and gentlemen. Then that is the base of the skyscraper. The next part of the skyscraper is going to be going to change. So, well, you want to come back to this. So, we also don't want to touch the doorway. So, we want to place 4 rows of white concrete on the corners. So, like 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 rows of white concrete, because every floor is made out of 4 separate rows. You can raise up the corners, the grey concrete that is extended inwards. You can raise up the frames around the windows like this, but you do not want to touch the blocks that touch the glass in the windows, if that makes sense. So we can do this here as well. On the right, we can raise up all the white concrete. We will not be touching the inside there just yet. As we move around the building, we are mostly extending up the corners and the indentations. But do bear in mind, do not touch any of the glass yet, although you may have already figured out how we are going to repeat the windows. But we're going to make it easy on ourselves. We can raise up all of the blocks around it, and then we can do the tricky parts afterwards. But 4 rows is all you've got to remember. Every single floor is made out of 4, which actually rhymes, which works out quite nicely. Every floor is 4, and we are rapidly coming to the point where we will be able to add a little bit of detail. It gets a little bit confusing sometimes when you move from the sides and like the colours inverse a little bit, but I'm sure that you'll be able to manage it no problem. So, you want to end up with something that should look like this. You can see...
Sorry, chat. I haven't been talking. I'm concentrating.
Like half of the skyscraper has been extended upwards now. What we now are going to do is focus on the area above the door. So the door actually doesn't have any blocks that you can extend up other than this row of 4 white concrete. But we don't want that. Above the doorway, every single time, we are going to place 4 rows of grey concrete. 1, 2, 3, 4. Every time we're going to place 4 rows of grey concrete, And starting from the bottom here, we want to leave a gap of 1 above the door. We want to knock out these 2 middle blocks, and we want to place glass. So every time we're going to place the 4 rows of grey concrete, and we want to have a little bit of glass in there too. I'll show you where to add that, but that is what you do above the main entrance. That doesn't change now. When it comes to the windows, we basically keep repeating this structure on top of every window.
Oh, chat, I gotta let this hot latte out.
Upside down quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass, and then you want to place the coloured concrete. So on the front and back it's grey concrete like this. So remember, above all the windows, upside down quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass pane, and then grey concrete like this. On the sides of the build, you know that it's slightly different. We place the upside down quartz stairs, we place the 2 rows of glass, and then we place, because we're looking for contrast material, we place white concrete. And that's how it goes on the sides of the build. That's how you make the windows. It's very, very easy. You can keep repeating just by looking at what you've done previously. You don't have to necessarily follow the instructions. So on the back, again, we're coming around here, it's upside down stairs, it's 2 rows of glass, and then it's grey concrete, because it contrasts against the white. That's what we're looking for. It wants to stand itself out. And then finally, of course, on this side here, we want to have the quartz stairs, 2 rows of glass, and then we are simply going to add the row of white concrete. So that lays... going to go. That is how you are going to be able to make every single floor for your skyscraper. You guys remember what time in the video that I told you, right? We are going to do that in total 7 more times, because I want a skyscraper that is about 7 rows high. That's exactly how high I want my skyscraper. But I don't want to keep repeating myself in the same video. So if you want to do another floor, go back to that point in the video if you can't figure out how to do it yourself. But I think that you guys will get the general gist on how to keep repeating it. And this is what it will look like as the skyscraper steadily gains more floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 3 floors, ground, first and second. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 4 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 5 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 6 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 7 floors. This is what your skyscraper will look like with 8 floors. And this is what your skyscraper will look like once it has 9 floors. Now, this personally is tall enough for me, but depending on where you're putting it in your city, if you're placing it against additional skyscrapers or other large buildings, you may find that you want this skyscraper larger or maybe even perhaps smaller, and that is completely up to you. So if you did want to make additional floors, more than these are the amounts of materials that you would need per additional floor. So that is what you would need for 1, and obviously if you wanted 3 additional floors, then you would have to times that amount by 3, and if you wanted 5, then you guys get the idea. So now that we've done all of that, now we have made the middle part of the skyscraper, the body of the skyscraper. The next thing that we have to do is the roof of the skyscraper, and it's actually really, really easy. So what...
Okay. It's pretty big so far, but I also want to show you something. What? She's running late. I swear, this weather is annoying. So, and then there's also like a sewer, but I have to drop all this down and stuff. I'm not doing that. Probably should though. Give it a little bit of depth. Don't understand why black concrete's not showing up.
Literally, you're not even outside 2 seconds and you go out there and you sit there at the door and scratch at it.
God. That looks way better. And then what you can do is then we can do this. These should be like slabs, but I don't care. These can become slabs around it. Like these. No. We put these flat. And then what we would do, we can go to this.
The home you love with the help of CertaPro painters. Painting inside or out, you can trust the proven experts at CertaPro.
See, I'm gonna need a loom. And then iron trap door. Sewer drain. But I really don't know if I like it with it all flat around it. Honestly, it could just be like this. do I like it like that? Yeah, I do like that. I go back to here. Then we like change all of this. And it'd be like that, and then whenever you walk up to like a building, it's like bumped up. It's perfect. See, then that's like that. It's perfect. That's like, it's only 3 things wide. Yeah, I like that a lot better because it gives it a lot more depth. So then, you can also make fire hydrants, traffic cones. This is what we can do right here. We're gonna go into here, put all this in here, grab this. Okay, we can do, come here, we place these right here. And then I get a redstone torch. But first, campfire. That works. We're gonna make sure that the smoke can go through it. So now if we get a hay bale, put a hay bale underneath there, half slab. Oh, that's fine. I was gonna make it look like smoke was rolling out, but it don't work. So, place those there. And now we can go into here, make some traffic cones. So let me just put these right here in my inventory. Clear this. We're gonna need armor stand. leather. We need orange dye, so we need leather helmet, leather. Okay, and then not a chest plate, not a chest plate, not a chest plate. And then I need orange dye. Orange dye, an orange wall, and a pot for plants. Where is that at? You'd think it'd be by the plants, but it's not. Right there. Okay, I need a piston. Piston, redstone block, dispenser. So if we want one to be here, oh, I need some snow too. This rain is driving me insane. Okay, so we need some snow. Okay, we want one here. One, two, four. Place a dispenser there. Huh? Good.
What you doing?
Making my city. I started that.
Cool.
And then look, sewer drains. And this one I watched a video on.
Nice. Sachi, you go pee pee?
Oh, yeah, I need a cauldron. I need another little helmet. Yeah, like, she was sleeping so hard, and she peed. Daisy, get off that!
Fine.
Uh-huh.
But she needs to be clean. Come on, up.
She does.
don't need to be going outside. No outside.
Did she pee on this?
Yeah,
Well, then
it's
why
on
is
it.
Still right there.
I didn't know what you want me to do with it. You want lattes?
Yeah. I mean, it can go downstairs. Okay. I need to leave here in 20 minutes. 10 after. What are you eating?
I'm gonna go get pizza. I think I found
Mom, look, a traffic cone. It's a traffic cone.
What is it?
Traffic cone.
What is what?
Whatever he's doing.
He's making a city.
He showed me a traffic cone.
Where's the traffic cone? Huh? Well, you got yourself out of traffic.
We need to start paying more attention to her. You and your brother can do it. You can walk her out too, Bradley. These games are not that important.
Yeah, I just left the match to go grab my pizza. Mom, you know the world that we had all mansion and everything? Gone.
Why?
I don't know. Brother, why is the one gone?
Because when we went to try to do the PlayStation thing, it messed it up.
Girl! What? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you my good girl? Are you being a good girl? You're not. Okay, you are.
Bradley,
What?
did you hear me about Tom?
Yes!
This is your last warning about it.
I know all this!
Then why haven't you let her out ever?
I have two!
Maybe one.
No!
I'm not just talking to you, I'm talking to your brother too. You both can do it at the same time. Ethan was just holding her back on.
She's
Last
like,
warning. Last warning, Ethan. Okay.
she's like, Mommy, I'm here.
Let her out.
Are you hyper? Huh? Huh?
And that will go down, then Matt needs to go downstairs, and I will tell your dad that it's down there.
Okay.
I'll let her out in not even 2 seconds and she's sitting there scratching the door.
Tonight, I'll be eating loaded tots for March Madness. Thanks, Boo. I think you better double them tots. No, this meal was last year. I didn't get my madness last year, so we're doing double the madness this year.
Your dad gets out in an hour. You gotta make sure you have your stuff cleaned up.
We know.
Yeah. Did Andres go on vacation?
I have no clue.
Did Reed? Oh yeah, he's never been out of the state, has he?
Mm-mm.
Robert,
Hmm.
what color is uncommon and rare?
Uncommon's green and rare's blue.
That's what I thought.
Yes, I'm going to.